What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. A new challenger approaches for you guys. This time, it is Crystron's. In all the 3 years of Master Duel gameplay, we literally never came across Crystron's at all. So let us go for a little archetype archive history of Crystron's. And with this hand going first, this is beyond borderline broke. Dance for Chaos. Palace. Shotgunning the Lancia from the get-go, thinking that I'm playing Malice? To tell you the truth, no, I'm not. Palace. Ash. And that's going to get double punished. Send 2, Fox, for Queen 3. Duster, giving my opponent Queen 3 on the field. Simplified game state for now. Queen 5 for Crew. True for Wind. Wind should be Raccoon for Toad. Toad, set Tempest. Exceed the Pendulum for Raccoon. Dance. Soul Charge the 3 Queens. Chaos Angel. Real normal Raccoon, and it's clearly not the strongest optimal board there is, but at the same time, it's just monsters can't be killed by battle. Chaos Angel is unaffected by activated effects of monsters, and Tempest is your Magic Spectre Solemn Strike. Okay, here we go, chat. So, Crystron's. So let's see what's up about the archetype archive of Crystron's. Okay. So the name of the game about Crystron's, they are a series of water machine monsters, and it's a synchro-based deck as well, for which, by the way, they will be playing in Synchro Cup, so stay tuned about Crystron's in Synchro Cup. First things first, on behalf of the Crystron community, you got ten main deck Crystrons, 5 Synchros, 1 Link, 3 Traps, and 2 Spells. Alright, we're going to start backwards, as in the Spells and Traps, because it's a small amount, and then we will work our way up with the monsters. Starting off fresh with the Traps. Crystron Cluster, Continuous Trap. Crystron cards, spell/traps included, you control, cannot be banished by your opponent's card effects. Lancia Protection. You can target 1 face-up card anywhere on the field, or you can target 2 if you control a Crystron Synchro. Shuffle 1 Crystron card, spell/trap included, from your graveyard or banishment that isn't cluster, and if you do, destroy the targeted cards. Hard once on the spot removal. Crystron Impact. Normal trap. Target 1 of your banished Crystron monsters. Special it out, and if you do, if your opponent controls any face-up monsters, change their defense to 0. During anyone's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, breakthrough skill clause. When a card or effect is activated that targets a Crystron monster you control, you can banish this from grave, negate that effect. Crystron's anti-target version of breakthrough skill. Nice. Normal trap of Crystron entry. Special 2 Crystron tuners, 1 from hand, 1 from grave. So it's basically free 2 bodies. During anyone's turn except the turn this card is in the graveyard, breakthrough skill clause, you can banish this, target 1 Crystron monster you control, send 1 Crystron monster from dead to grave whose level is different from that monster, and if you do, that monster becomes the level of the monster sent to the graveyard, so level modulation. Nice. And that effect is once per turn. Okay, so apparently the graveyard effect is a once per turn, while the 2 Crystron tuners effect is not. Crystallic Potential. Field spell, of course. Crystrons gain 300 boost. Nice. Once per turn during the end phase, you can draw cards equal to the number of Crystron Synchro monsters you Synchro summon this turn. The more Crystrons that you Synchro summon, the better. Crystron Inclusion. Continuous spell. Upon activation, add 1 Crystron card, spell/trap included, from deck to hand that isn't inclusion. The first time each Crystron monster you control will be killed by battle, each turn it is not. You can banish this from grave, target 1 Crystron monster in your graveyard, special it. And then that effect is once per turn and hard once on the activation. Okay, so it's hard once on the activation, and the activation is tanky Crystrons. Battle protection. And then afterwards, the graveyard effect is a hard once per turn on a free extension. Awesome. Any other spell traps to cover? Okay, that's all spells and traps to cover. Onwards to the Crystron monsters. They are all water machines in any shape or form. Level 1 of Crystron Quan. Level 1, 500 both ways as a tuner. And I'm pretty much convinced that the tuner's abilities has something to do with during your opponent's main or battle phase to essentially quick synchro into, well, literally any machine synchro, really, though, according to the Crystrons, if I recall. But let's see what's up as we go over the guide. During your opponent's main or battle phase, as a quick effect, you can special 1 non-tuner from hand, but its effects, if any, are negated. And if you do, once resolved, synchro 1 machine synchro in general, not just Crystrons, using only that monster and its card. Hard once on Crystron Quan. Crystron Citri. And to go over the level 2 squad. Level 2, 500 both ways. Same concept about quick synchro of a machine synchro, but the twist is, rather than Quan get something from hand, Citri quick summon a non-tuner from graveyard, and then same concept of quick synchro into machines of any kind. These synchro materials, all from Citri, are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. Hard once on Citri. Crystron Ortal, aka Tortoise Turtle of sorts. Level 2, 500 attack, 2000 defense. That's way too large for a level 2. You can target one face-up card you control. You can special from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Machine Synchros. Also, kill that card, and if you do, special one Crystron Tuner from the deck. You can banish this from grave, special one Crystron monster from your hand. One effect per turn and only once that turn, so one effect or the other, can't do both. Crystron Tristaros, 800 attack, 2000 defense. When your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, quick special a Crystron from your deck that isn't Tristaros, and then quick synchro into a machine synchro, including that monster. You can banish this from grave, destroy one synchro you control, and if you do, special 2 Crystrons from your deck. And to turn into this, you can special from the extra deck, except machine monsters. Each effect once per turn. Crystron Smyger, Tiger basically. Level 3. Oh, going over to level 3s now. 1000 attack, 1800 defense. You can target one face-up card you control, so same concept. Okay, so basically, same concept as the non-tuner Crystrons. It's target a face-up card you control, can't special except machine synchros. Also kill that, and if you do, special one Crystron Tuner from the deck. Okay, so I'm guessing Smyger, Swordle, and Fistvern pretty much handle the same concept of getting the Crystron tuners out, and the name of the game of Crystrons has something to do with quick synchro into machine synchros in any shape or form, which is wowzers. In this one for Smyger, you can banish this from your grave, add one Crystron spell trap from deck to hand. So Stratos of Crystron spell traps. And that effect is one effect per turn and only once that turn. So one effect or the other, can't do both. Crystron Fistvern, level 3, 1500 both ways. Okay, so just like the non-tuner Crystrons, as of so far, one effect per turn and only once that turn. So one effect or the other, can't do both. You can target one card you control, can't special from extra except machine synchros, kill this, and if you do, well, kill that card, and if you do, special one Crystron Tuner from your deck. Okay, so the name of the game with Praesordial, Smyger, Fistvern, they all share the same first effect. So in this one, you can banish this, add one Crystron monster from deck to hand that isn't Fistvern. Okay, so now we know what's up about who's the Stratos in terms of searches. Fistvern is the Stratos of Crystron monsters, and Smyger is your Crystron spell trap searcher, aka Stratos of Crystron spell traps. Another level 3 being Crystron Rion, 500 both ways as a tuner. During your opponent's main or battle, as a quick effect, you can target one of your banished non-tuners, summon it, and then quick synchro into a machine synchro. In this one, these materials are shuffled into the deck instead of being sent to the graveyard. Hard once on Crystron Rion. Onwards to Crystron Rose Nyx. I already know what's up with Crystron Rose Nyx because I played this card for quite some time ago, and I already know what the card does. Level 4, 1800 attack, 1000 defense. You can target one face-up card you control. So same concept as the non-tuner Crystrons. And then in this one, you can banish this from grave, generate one Crystron token, being a machine water, level 1, no stats, but it cannot be tributed. Link to get around that thing. One effect per turn and only once that turn, so one effect or the other can't do both. Crystron Sofefnir. Level 5, 2000 attack, 1500 defense. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can discard one Crystron card except Sofefnir, special discard in defense, then kill one card you control. If this card on the field is killed by battle or card effect, you can special one Crystron monster from your deck in defense. So E-Telly upon destruction from field. Each effect once per turn. Crystron Sulfador. Level 5, 1900 attack, 2250 defense. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one Crystron card, spell/trap included, you control, kill it, and if you do, special this card. Also, you can special from the extra, except Machine Synchros. Okay, so Machine Synchro restrictions is what it's all about. Upon normal or special, you can send up to 2 Crystron cards with different names, spell/traps included, from deck to graveyard, except Sulfador. Okay, so this is a card where do not let Sulfador resolve ever, because if it does, you're cooked. Each effect once per turn. As for the extra deck, we all know what's up with Crystron Halki Fibrax, self-explanatory throughout the whole entire game warping, game changing card throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh's time, ever since Duel Overload, if I recall correctly. And when Crystron Halki Fibrax was released, literally the whole entire community has called out Crystron Halki Fibrax to go because too many tuners were getting smacked on the ban list, and they had to come up with multiple different uses of bunches of tuners, one way or the other, to smack every single one of them on the ban list in the near future until Konami decides to finally get rid of Crystron Halki Fibrax in terms of the ban list, just so that they can give us all the tuners that got once smacked on the list is freed up from the get-go. Crystron Halki Fibrax. Link to bottom left, bottom right arrows. That it takes 2 monsters, including a tuner, to make it as a 1500 attack. First chance he gets Link Shoken, you can special 1 level 3 or lower tuner from your hand or deck in defense, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. Basically, that's what caused this card to get completely cut off in terms of being smacked with the ban hammer. During your opponent's main or battle phase, as a quick effect, you can banish this, special 1 tuner synchro in general, not just Formula or Desert Locust. Most cases, Desert Locust to be specific, because in combination of Desert Locust, the card says whoever's turn it is, once synchroed, that turn player discards the 1 card from hand. So in most cases with Halki Fibrax, it is quick synchro of a tuner synchro in general from your extra deck, and it is treated as a synchro summon. And that's the realest reason that this card is still in jail at the time recording that this video is getting posted. Onwards with the synchros. Crystron Quandax, and Crystron Amatrix. I actually played both of these in my Atlantean Synchro. It's basically self-explanatory on those. So, Crystron Quandax. Level 4, 1800 attack, 2000 defense. Generic, level 4 Synchro to make it. As a Synchro tuner, it's Formula Synchron for the first effect, basic. And then, if this Synchro Summon card gets killed by battle or card effect, you can target one Crystron monster in your graveyard that isn't a Synchro, special it. So I'm pretty much guessing that literally the Crystron Synchros literally share the same thing, which is if they are being destroyed by battle or card effect, they revive a Crystron in any shape or form. That isn't a Synchro monster. So Quandax reborns one from the graveyard. Amatrix reborns a Crystron that isn't a Synchro as well. Elasceletus, if this Synchro Summon card gets killed by battle or card effect, does not target special one Crystron from grave or banishment. Crystron Phoenix, target one other monster in any shape or form, special summon it out. Target one other monster. And then target one banished monster, except this card itself, special it back to the field. Okay, so basically, we got the resurrections covered. So, Quandax is your Formula Synchron of Crystrons, basic. Crystron Amatrix. Level 5, 2500 attack, 1500 defense. Generic, level 5. That takes a tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to make it. Same goes for Quandax. In this one, first chance Amatrix is Synchro Shoken. You can does not target, change all face-up special summon monsters your opponent controls to defense position. Not once per turn, by the way, smile. Crystron Elasceletus. Level 7, 2600 attack, 2100 defense. Generic, level 7, that takes one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters to make them. It's 500 stats debuff to your opponent's monster. Cool. Each of the following effects once per turn. The Resurrection, we got that covered. In this one, first chance Elasceletus is Synchro Shoken. You can add one Crystron card, spell/trap included, from your grave or banishment to your hand. So, recursion. Nice. Crystron Phoenix. Level 9, 2800 attack, 2000 defense. That takes one tuner Synchro, along with one or more non-tuner Synchro monsters to make them. First chance Phoenix is Synchro Shoken. You can banish all spells and traps your opponent controls and in their graveyard. That is a little too nuts. If this Synchro Summon card gets killed by battle card effect, target one other monster in your graveyard. Once again, any other monster from your graveyard, special it, so it's reborn. Crystron Quarion Gandrax. Level 9, 3000 flat both ways. That takes two tuners and a non-tuner monster to make them. First chance Quarion Gandrax is Synchro Shoken. You can target monsters your opponent controls and or in their graveyard up to the number of materials used for the Synchro Summon of this card. Banish them. Reminds me of Trishula, but the number of materials. And then he reborns literally any banished monster except Quarion Gandrax himself. And with that being said, that is all of the cards covered. So, Sofafnir. Discard, Inclusion, Tempest, Chibi Raccoon, negate Sofafnir. Inclusion. Reborn Sofafnir. Tribute for another one. And then Crystron Scoop. So guys, that's going to do it for the Archetype Archive history lesson of Crystron. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. Also, if you are a brand new or returning Master Duel player after one full month of missing gameplay, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather the leftover prizes for future content. I thank you all for tuning in, and I shall catch you all next time.